We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other workers moving forward.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, of course, guys, we go over the funny article first. Right now, all markets are down. But the first article is inauguration sows doubt and QAnon conspiracy theorists. Now, guys, who came up with the word conspiracy theorist? That's right. So who was in charge of that conspiracy theory? That's right. You're exactly right. That old three-letter friend, guys, do not forget that. Now we have Google threatens to shut down the search in Australia if a bill is passed that favors the media. So we see the corporations pulling all types of power, guys. Now getting over into the stocks, guys, we have ARK Invest Cathie Woods says that there's going to be explosive earnings in 2021. Is that correct? Yes, in certain stocks, guys. We know that once this opens up for the summertime and spring, people are ready to get out and spend money. Now, with Biden passing this stimulus bill, once it gets passed, I don't know whether it's going to be that 1.9 trillion, but it's definitely going to be high. But with him passing that bill, that's going to put a lot of money in the economy. But we know that bill is going to be towards the fourth industrial revolution. It's for the infrastructure of the new economy. That's the reason why we're going to dig in tooth and comb and find those actual stocks to invest in. And then plus, guys, don't forget, ARK Investment portfolio is open. Only thing you have to do is go to the website and look, research, and see what they're looking at forward. Not what they just invested in now, like Tesla, things like that. Look at the things that have not popped yet. She still has penny stocks in there that haven't popped, and look at the investments, because it's definitely, they're looking 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. They're not just looking at 3 and 6 months. Remember, guys, those who are wealthy are looking past those time periods. They don't care what's happened 3 to 6 months. They're looking at decades down the road. Now we have American Eagle shares rise as retailer says it's going to close 200 stores. Now, guys, we're going to see a whole lot of this coming. We're going to see the brick and mortar stores close while everything is moving online. It's going to be gradual, but we're definitely going to see that. Of course, we had the brunt of it at the end of last year, but we're definitely going to see it big in 2021. They want to bring on this digital economy. Now, guys, we had Bitcoin lose over $100 billion over the market cap yesterday. And of course, guys, I've warned you, when it comes to cryptos, it's definitely volatility. It's nothing but speculation right now. The real use cases have not come in, but we know cryptocurrencies are the future. We know that's going to power the fourth industrial revolution. But guys, they are building that economy behind the scenes. The masses are not going to understand. The masses don't care. We can see these changes right in front of our eyes. Now, we had millions of new investors pile into mainland China stock market in 2020. And guys, I advise you over and over again that the emerging markets are going to be rising. I went over ETFs. I've been over stocks. Alibaba, Tencent. Of course, I'm going over way more. But the fact is, guys, you have to dig in deep with these actual stocks. CNBC World is a great stock channel to look at. So therefore, you can actually start to learn. but definitely Asia is going to be big. I went over the Belt and Road, did a video on that. We know Africa is going to actually, all these countries are coming up from poverty into the middle class. Now, guys, something interesting that was on CNBC yesterday with Jim Cramer, which is Exxon Enterprise, and basically they go over the actual digital cameras. And basically this is mostly on cops, but these video cameras look like something that was in the movies. I'm telling you. So definitely this company is going to be big. Of course, like I stated, all these stocks are going to have a correction. But we can clearly see what's going to happen in the future. If I'm constantly being recorded, I'm just talking about just a regular person. And I forgot which movie that was, but the guy asked him, he's at a desk, and he asked him, what were you doing at this particular time? And he rewinds his camera to the beginning of his day. So definitely, guys, it's definitely coming. These movies, remember I tell you, movies are reality. Your life is an illusion. The movie is telling you your future. That's all it's doing. Now, getting over into the actual indicators, guys, we have the dollar down. We have the VIX up, of course. And we have the yield rates a little lower. They're not letting these yield rates up, guys. And that's the reason why we're going to see more of a correction in the stock market. Yes, we're going to have this big bill that's going to get passed. But remember, guys, they took the last two packages and flooded these stocks with money. But now they're going to need this money to actually put these things to work. That's the difference between Biden's package and these other two packages that were done. The last two packages before Biden's going to be passed, they were just flooding these companies with money, creating these shell companies. But now, guys, they need that money back in order to fund the fourth industrial revolution. We have GameStop. Their stock keeps rising for no reason. Another stock that just keeps rising for no reason. So, guys, we know it's going to come down. I'm not your financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Please do your own research. But don't forget, guys, you can always put in the put, the short, because it went up for no reason. We have Bank of America says that hydrogen is going to take 25% of all oil demand by 2050. But, guys, we know the plan. They want to move us over to renewable energy. So we know that is the goal. That's the reason why Saudi Arabia took Aramco public and moved over the digital economy. And lastly, guys, we have the African Amazon and Asia's Alibaba, Jumia technologies keep moving up, guys. Now, if you didn't take advantage of the ride up, guys, we know we're going to go through a correction. Make sure you're jumping into these digital fourth industrial revolution stocks, guys. Not your financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Please do your own research, but it's definitely important. Please educate your friends and family also. But, guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the links in the description, Webull and Robinhood. I know I a lot of times forget about that. And then also, guys, don't forget to go to the main channel, Crypto Teacher. Like, subscribe, learn the new crypto economy, blockchain. Like, subscribe. Also, this channel, like, subscribe, spread it everywhere. Y'all have a wonderful day.
With the Fed's behavior and the usual moral hazard that has been going on since Greenspan arrived in the 90s. And the result of this is the confidence has risen and risen until finally people are reaching for the greatest demonstration of confidence they have had in their investment career. They're borrowing more money to throw it into the market. Their belief in the market is profound. The common wisdom is that with the Fed on your side, how can you lose? When they first said that back in Greenspan, there were a few doubters. When they said it with Bernanke, there were less doubters, but some. And now finally, there appear to be almost no doubters at all. The belief is more or less complete that all it takes is the Fed on your side and stocks will rise forever.
What are some of the signs we'll all look at with the clarity of hindsight and say, of course it was a bubble?
If you want crazy ones, and you need crazy, by the way, that's the best timing for a bubble top. It's crazy behavior. You look at the over-the-counter trading. I was a big over-the-counter trader in the speculative bubble of 1969. I'd almost forgotten there was a over-the-counter. But they last February, it traded about 80 million shares for the month. And it worked its way steadily through the year until November was about 380. So it had gone up 4 times. And then in December, it went to 1.15 trillion shares for the month. Having tripled, it then tripled again in the single month of December. I can't tell you what it's going to be in January. But these are spectacular performances. My own stock in QuantumScape, it came into the market at 10 and shot up to 130. At 130, it was bigger than General Motors or Panasonic. And this is a brilliant company, but it has no trouble admitting that it won't be producing any batteries for 4 years. So no sales, no profits, and bigger than GM. There is nothing like that in 1929, nothing of that scale, nothing like that in 2000. The Ciscos of the world were pretty serious companies, but they didn't get to this